President Museveni is making claims that the National Unity Party, the NUP, were going to form an insurrection.
Wenjogerera ya President Museveni birabika nga byeyongedde okuba nga bibino mbikuleetedde. Sooka olaba vidiyo eno, ono omukazi mukambwe, ono omukazi abasazeewo okuba nga alabisiza ddala obukulembeze bwa Uganda. Sooka olabe mugambe akakasiza n'agamba alina Bwino gw'alese. Vidiyo eno mpanvu mukko naye njagala ogiwe obudde, njagala ogiwe time obeere ng'ojjala naye gwe atanaba subscribing amanege subscribing naata kuba video ka like soka ojimpere ka like soka obirabe.
Good afternoon, Uganda. Well, I have an update. Apparently, President Museveni is making claims that the National Unity Party, the NUP, were going to form an insurrection. Yes, an insurrection. You heard it right. And he actually posted this, and I'll tell you what he said. He said, President Museveni has said citizens working together with the security forces stopped what he described as an insurrection by the National Unity Platform. That's what he's saying. He says, you remember the 28 elders that were cut by machete and paragraph that says Panga welders in Masaka in 2021. That was the work of the National Unity Platform, NUP. This time they have planned a big insurrection to stop the voting. However, the majority of the masses working with the security forces prevented this. This is what President Museveni is saying. He goes also on to say that Ugandans, they oppose these actions and disruptive activities. That's what he's saying in the message. And he said there's still schemes. They still have schemes. That's what he's saying. They are still hatching, working with some criminal foreigners, mercenaries, and we shall crush them. These are the words from President Museveni. He says some of the cases will come to court. You will hear the facts. That's what he was saying. So he's saying that the National Unity Platform is working with mercenaries, a foreign group. And mercenaries usually are people that do things that are awful and bad. That's what he's saying, making claims about the National Unity Platform. He goes also on to say that this is why the National Resistance Movement, NRM cadres, should be close with the people. That's what he's saying, that his party people should be close to the people in Uganda, the people that work for him. That's what he's saying. Yes. And he also blames the low voter turnout on the National Unity Platform. That's what he's saying. He's also defending the use of biometric voter verification boxes, the BVV boxes, biometric voter verification. But those boxes, as we know, malfunctioned. That's what he's saying. And he's also making claims that some of the people from the oppositions, we know who he's talking about, were trying to cheat with those boxes. Yes, but those boxes, let me see what he's saying. He's saying with the BV machines, the opposition lifeline of cheating was gone. He said, although he noted some operators did not learn how to use them and allowed limited cheating. So he's making also claims that some of the election workers didn't know how to work the machines, and that's why some of the voting, he claims, was cheating. Now, he's claiming that the opposition party, which is Robert Wine, Bobby Wine, Robert Childani, the National Unity Party, the president is saying himself, President Museveni is saying, the National Unity Party is involved in the cheating now. That's what he's saying. Yes. He says he's also making claims that as of the 6th of May from 2025, they had over 21 million people who were old enough to vote. That's 18.5 million voters who were eligible. Yes, that's what he's saying. And he's also saying if all of the NRM turned up to vote, our vote would be 18.5 million. That's what he's saying. He would have got 100%. That's basically what he's saying. He's basically saying this means 89% of the vote for NRM, not 100%. So he's actually making claims that he would have got an even higher vote count than 70%. That's what he's saying. So again, President Museveni is alleging claims that the National Unity Platform, Bobi Wine, Robert Chagulanyi's party, is involved in cheating and criminal activity involved with mercenaries. Yes, that's what the president of Uganda is saying. It's actually, there's a link on his son's X account. Yes, General Museve's account on X has a link, and that's what his father is saying in this post, in this link that opened up when he talked to one of the media members months ago. So now the president is saying that Bobi Wine is the one who actually cheated in the elections. So that is what I have for you today. Let me see if there's anything else here. No, nothing else. What else? Hold on a minute. I'm just going to I want to double check before I make any claims or statements that someone, from the other party could view to be false. President Museveni is also calling on all Ugandans, to abandon all bad behavior by anybody. That's what he's saying. That's what he's saying. He said you should work for principle, reconciliation, not just opportunistic patching up. That's what he's saying, President Museveni. So basically what he's saying is that Bobi Wine and the National Unity Platform are opportunistic. They're opportunity people. Opportunistic. However you want to say it. They're opportunistic. That's what he's saying. And so I find it ironic that, he's making these claims, allegations against Bobi Wine now, when he is not even here in Uganda to defend himself. He's somewhere in Uganda, but not at his home because, as you all know, it has been taken over by the regime of his son, General Muhoozi, who, remember, they weren't looking for him, but now they're looking for him. They're hunting him down, basically. So yes, President Museveni isn't telling the truth. The National Unity Platform is not involved in any mercenary actions, mercenary displays. From what I saw, Bobi Wine is a loving man, a caring man. He wants what's best for the people of Uganda. That's it. I mean, if this is what you say about your opponents, it's pretty obvious that there won't be any more opponents in Uganda with the government. And that's also what he's saying. One day there won't be any more opponents. It'll be the way it is with the government, with the rule of law, which we already know that this is what's taking place. So it's just unfair. And I'm glad the European Union made those statements yesterday, those that post, what they voted on for, that the government should be held accountable, Museveni's government. But as I said, it is the European Union, and Africa is not part of the European Union. So what the European Union can do, well, we'll have to see. But they're saying, but what I'm trying to say is the world knows, they're watching. So something is going to happen. There will be changes within Uganda, but it's just going to take a little bit more time. And I know a lot of Ugandans don't want to hear that, and they don't have maybe any more patience, but patience is required because it's just a matter of time. Keep having faith. Please keep having faith. If I believe it, you should believe it too. So that's what I have for today. President Museveni is making claims that the National Unity Platform, NUP, is part of a mercenary group and they are part of the rigging with the voter boxes, which we all know is false. Because if that were true, I mean, he would have won then, right? And he didn't win. So these claims are just, they're not right. They're not just. Anyway, go have a look at General Muhuzi's profile, and it's on his main account, not the parody account. And there's a link. It was posted yesterday. Please have a look.